Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So today I am finally doing a review of A Sicilian Romance by Radcliffe. I am so happy I finally finished this beast. See, here's what happened. While I was working at Costco, I started reading this. I got about halfway through it. I set it down for a while and now it is back in my hands and I was able to finish it while at my new job, so that was great. I was extremely happy to have finished this because it was wonderful. It was surprisingly wonderful. I really wasn't expecting too much out of this because it was, oh hell, how many pages is it? Little over 200 pages? 199 pages. It surprised me. It really surprised me. If I were to describe the atmosphere of this book, I would really describe it as basically if The Mysteries of Udolpho by Radcliffe and The Monk had a baby. And it's pretty cool. It didn't have as much supernatural elements as I was expecting. However, it still had a lot of blood and gore and drama and romance, and it was pretty cool. So, A Sicilian Romance follows the story of these two sisters named Giulia and Emilia, and they are residing in Italy. And their father is a very powerful marquis. Very powerful. And kind of psycho. Just a little. So in the beginning of the novel, Giulia, who is the main character of the story, basically is very heavily pursued by this duke. Her father, of course, approves and encourages this relationship because the duke is fantastically rich. And all daddy cares about is them big bucks. That's all he cares about. And Giulia, being the headstrong woman that she is, refuses and falls in love with the mighty Hippolytus. So after the vehement protestations from her father, Hippolytus and Giulia arranged to run away. Oh, Lord. Was that a bad idea? Giulia's father, of course, arranged for the murder of his wife, the mother of his two children, because he's an ass. He's a total ass. Okay? He's a total ass. So, when Hippolytus and Giulia arranged to escape and live a very quiet life in a monastery where no one will know who the hell they are, they get intercepted. Poor Giulia gets kidnapped and is held captive by a monk who is under the influence of her father. Now, that's all I am going to be revealing of the plot because, seriously, this isn't a long book. It's an awesome page-turner. It's pretty sweet, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Now, things that I really liked about it. I really liked the fact that Radcliffe carries on with her tradition of having a strong female lead character, which again is something not very prevalent in Gothic literature in the 18th century, so this is pretty cool. One thing that I felt this novel was lacking, however, I felt like it was lacking supernatural elements. I feel like it would have been really cool if there were some ghosts around to stir up some more trouble. She does improve upon that part of her element of storytelling in The Mysteries of Udolpho, her much longer novel that was released a few years after this one. And another thing too that is typical with Radcliffe that I really enjoyed with this book are the lavish descriptions of the Sicilian countryside, and it's absolutely mind-boggling. I love the way that she describes the scenery as well as the structures and the castles and stuff like that the events are taking place in. The books that she writes just breathe. They are living books, and it's really, really cool. You feel like you can just, you know, dive through the pages and just have a good time, you know what I mean? Just dive through the pages and have a good time. That's what it feels like whenever I read anything by Radcliffe, because her descriptions are just so vivid. And I may have touched on this in my video about The Mysteries of Udolpho. However, I'm just going to go ahead and mention it again, just because. The most surprising part about The Mysteries of Udolpho and A Sicilian Romance and everything like that, that Radcliffe wrote all these lavish descriptions, is that she's never actually been to these places. She had never been to these places. She had read descriptions upon descriptions of these places in books that she had acquired throughout the years. And that's one thing I really appreciate about Radcliffe, is that she was very well read. And again, with her writing style, like Poe, very descriptive, very vivid, slightly morbid, but I love it. I really do. So seriously guys, if you do decide to pick this up, it's a pretty awesome read. Like I said, it doesn't have very many supernatural elements in it, however, it is still really enjoyable and it's a good thriller. So if you are thinking about reading The Mysteries of Udolpho, I would really recommend starting out on this just so you can get acquainted with Anne Radcliffe's writing style before diving into something that's over 500 pages long. Okay, that's my suggestion. Do what you want, but I'm just throwing that out there. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed that review of A Sicilian Romance by Anne Radcliffe. I really enjoyed this book, I hope you guys too, and if you have read it, please tell me what you think. If you haven't read it, go forth and buy it and tell me what you think about it, because it's really cool. And of course, as always, I will leave a link to this particular edition down in the description below. The next book I will be reading and reviewing for you guys is going to be The Bride of Lammermoor by Sir Walter Scott, and I'm really, really excited to read it because I'm anxious to soak in the original material that Lucia de Lammermoor was based on, because obviously Donizetti knew how to pick his material. Oh my god, yes. If you have any further suggestions for books you would like me to read and review in the future, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to see your thoughts about A Sicilian Romance. And as always, I will see you guys later. Bye!